so correctly. And we are now ready to begin the game. KOMPLEKSiii as the axis, aktrona as the allies. From aktrona side, as you have seen, Swaba, Stylo, Dane, Bokinator and Satan. From KOMPLEKSiii, Losha, Ravzor, 1950, Bumble and RPZ. So let's start the game. Dane. Already looking for the shot. Dane. Dodging that important nade, but Swaba couldn't do the same. So Losha with the first kill of the round. Already finding that long distance elimination. Braves are pushing further, but Dane being able to punish him for that. Also Stylo with the great shot, leaving only 3 defenders alive. Satan might have great position here to look for another huge elimination for aktrona. But decides to play slower. Nate and Smoke set up all on the B side. But we do see that it might be the fake, and aktrona might actually be going for the A side. Satan right now trying to get closer to the side, using that cover from the smoke. But Losha still standing strong and finding that one elimination, making this attack a bit less dangerous. 3 versus 3, important position from Bumble, but he's found by Satan. He won't be able to escape this shotgun. Losha for the third of the round. Great start by KOMPLEKSiii's player. Still needs to find 2 more if they want to get this victory. Losha with the scope. And Satan being able to take him out. Dane now struggling. RPZ with the kill. So there's 1v1 RPZ versus Satan. But Satan with a beautiful position and a very nice headshot to make this 1-0. And get the first victory for aktrona. Stylo. Fantastic nade for the start. Losha eliminated almost immediately. aktrona with quick leads. They're looking for something more before they decide to go further. And Swaba will find it as 1950 will go down. 5 versus 3. Braves are still trying to hold strong. Great nade. There goes the second one. Bumble. Wins duel with Bokinator and RPZ will be the one to also put some work in here. So even though that aktrona started this round really well, all of the lead is lost. Now being 3 versus 1 for KOMPLEKSiii. Great shot by Bumble to find Swaba, and it's only Dane now. Staying with the scope, he was supposed to look out for his teammates, but he has no one to look out for. Dane in this clutch with the minute on the clock.
Allies eliminated.
And Bumble going for the triple. Easy shot for Bumble here to find the kill and to find the first point for the Axis. Bumble. Great nade for the beginning. We do see that from either side. One of those nades always connects. This time it will be KOMPLEKSiii getting the benefit of that. Satan going through the smoke with Losha already being there with the shotgun. 5 versus 3. Smoke's fading away, but so might be the chances of aktrona to win this round. Ravzor, beautiful shot and 1950 with a fantastic flank to surprise Bokinator and make it 1 versus 5 for Dane. He will find the first, but 1950 already here. 2-1. Fantastic round in defense. KOMPLEKSiii completely blocking aktrona from going anywhere near the bomb sites. Making this 2-1 on the side. Strong push coming from Losha. Once again, he might be going for that kill. RPZ with a fantastic nade. Stylo once more will be eliminated this way, and Losha finds Bokinator, who tried to go for the push. Losha still playing this more aggressively right now with the scans. Svaba being able to find Ravzor. Losha actually messing my Satan here, but RPZ still finding those eliminations. RPZ giving that info about 2 players going towards the B side, and even though that Svaba will be able to get one down, 1950 was already here with elimination, and Losha on the back with the finishing kill for first point for KOMPLEKSiii. Seemed at the very beginning like aktrona might have a great start here, but KOMPLEKSiii turning the tables completely by turning this 3 versus 5 to 3 versus 2, winning that crucial round number 2 and make it at their starting point of the game. Stylo finally bringing that entry kill for aktrona, but they won't really have any use from it since both Ravzor and Bumble already are finding those kills. 1950 as well. What a fantastic display of power by KOMPLEKSiii. 4 against 2, Bokinator and Messi. They still have the smoke, but they cannot really find anything here since Satan is eliminated. Bokinator on the 1v4. He finds the first. He finds the second. The chance is still alive. Those 2 eliminations definitely are helping, but now he's under the pressure. Bumble already on him, Losha as well. Bokinator trying to fight, but Losha will completely spam him out with that Thompson, and it will be the 4th point for KOMPLEKSiii. 4 rounds won in a row. Losha. He is the one put on those aggressive missions, but he's doing a fantastic job. Finding entry after entry. Now Stylo being able to respond, and Dane with a beautiful snipe on Chiba. 1950 will not leave things like that to make it 3 versus 3. He finds kill on Satan. And those attacks are being stopped before they can even get fully started from aktrona's side. Losha. Aktrona now is trying to take it slower to maybe bait one of KOMPLEKSiii players into pushing. But we do see that they will just try to hold their positions here. $19.50. Waiting for the chances in $19.50. Getting that shot in. Stylo eliminated. Not much time for aktrona here to act. And RPZ getting that kill on down as Faba in the 1v3. He finds $19.50, but 2 other players are still waiting on the sides. And RPZ will be the one to find that kill. Nice angle here for the shot. Faba going completely into this trap. Falling down to RPZ, and for the 5th point in a row from KOMPLEKSiii. KOMPLEKSiii. They're playing so well that I'm actually going for tier 1 CS team, so we do like to see this kind of performances by them. Losha. And he finds another one, only 90 HP now taken, and Stylo actually getting killed on the Ravzor. Losha on the fight. Losha with some trouble. 2 people on him. Losha can find one, but struggles with the second. Stylo already with the triple. And that one shot that couldn't fully connect might have been crucial. We can see the replay of how Stylo completely demolished this push by KOMPLEKSiii. And in the meantime, already aktrona winning the round. Satan and Stylo going for even more. Stylo with the quadra. This kind of performance was needed here to stop aktrona, to stop KOMPLEKSiii, sorry, or to stop aktrona from losing. But he showed us many times that he is capable of doing so. But now Bumble with that scope, finding early kill on Svaba. Losha. This nade might be pretty dangerous. Can it connect? Not fully. Bokinator only losing half of HP. Still being able to recover from it. KOMPLEKSiii holding really strong onto the B-long. Not letting themselves be pushed around though. And 1950. Once more being a very unpleasant player to play against here. Stylo for another great round. 2 already found, and now Bokinator has some space to get those out of the game. Bokinator with another one. What a fantastic round started by Stylo, and Bokinator following out.
Allies win.
And Dane for the finish. 5-3. Aktrona starting to come back with the score. Dane has to look out for those nades, as one of his teammates was already blew out, but Svaba going for the very aggressive push, and this shotgun is unstoppable now. The great smoke to make the cover, and Dane finding close up before the smoke is able to fully spread. 4-2. Aktrona finally getting some momentum into the game, and KOMPLEKSiii being completely surprised by that. Aktrona going hard, but RPZ now finding this one elimination. But the problem is that Svaba went for the third one. Ravzo stop on the side, and it's only RPZ fighting here. 40 seconds on the clock. We already see Stylo getting a really distant position. It might be hard for RPZ to find all of 3, and Svaba for the quadra. Now also getting Kar 98 in the pair with that shotgun. And even though that KOMPLEKSiii hit a great streak here, Aktrona being able to come back from it and show us some great performance to make the score much more even. We did see them coming back from various situations in the first game on the stream. They really want to do well again. They really want to start to 0. Ravzo. KOMPLEKSiii deciding to drop the aggressive gameplay for a moment, but Bumble still looking with that scope, finding the first kill of the round. But the B-side push is coming, and those nades were still there. Both RPZ and Raves are completely demolished here, but Losha playing it low with Kar, finds one, is able to escape to the smoke, but still 2 people are already on the side and are scanning through that smoke. Losha eliminated 11950 with 1, but Dane with a response, and it's now only the scope player 1 versus 2 with that sniper rifle. Aktrona deciding to play this further from the side to make it harder for Bumble to find those 2 eliminations. The time is ticking. It seems like Aktrona is on the great way here to make things even. Bumble already on the side, but the plant is in open space. It will be really tough for him to go for the defuse. He tapped the bomb, wants to bait in reaction, but since the timer is so low, they can just wait him out, and Satan will be the one to get the last kill. 5-5. Beautiful attacks here, performed by Aktrona round by round, making this 5-5. KOMPLEKSiii completely stuck on that 5 points. They cannot move on and go for some more. Stylo looking once more for someone like Losha pushing through. But once more KOMPLEKSiii deciding to play this fully slow. Bumble, great nade, and also Losha. He knew about Dane here. Stylo finally gets to punish that push. Losha really wanted to go for the follow-up here, but they were ready for this since Losha presented this many times this half. Satan on the loose, Satan on the side. Low HP on one of the players, but now Bumble being able to punish it. Since KOMPLEKSiii got the time to react, and this 4 versus 2, it might be the breaking point for KOMPLEKSiii. As Bumble finds the third one, leaving only Bokinator alive. Bokinator, he found Bumble, he's trying to get this kill, but already Ravzo at 1950 waiting here. Bumble Cannot find the reaction right now, but he will buy the second try and also be the player with Quadra. 6-5 KOMPLEKSiii. Waking up after 4 rounds of being stuck in that defense. Finally being the one on top of the round, 6-5. Once again, we might see a very tied up half Losha with the kill. Dana with a quick response once more. aktrona really trying to wait out that aggressive pushes from bomb side A. Ravzo finds Dana. Sfaba in the second side of the map also with elimination. A lot of fights here. Frags going here and there, but it's RPZ being the one to watch. 2 eliminations already on his account, and now it's only Stoilo left alone. He had some great plays this half. He finds the first one. If he's able to clutch this one, he will do a huge favor to his team. Stoilo will try to go by the long. Can he find the timing? Because Bumble is already here and Stoilo was looking everywhere elsewhere but to Bumble's position, so it was an easy open shot for the sniper. 7-5, KOMPLEKSiii finally winning that first half. They had some struggles. aktrona was coming back. Now let's see if that defense can hold up one more time. He did a great job in the first half of Breakout on the stream. Right now, could have gotten more from this attack. Can they do even more on the defense? 8 point needed for the win. In the meantime, Reason Gaming from Group E being the first team to get one of the first teams to get 2-0, winning 2 matches while losing only 1 round is a very impressive start from them. And now focusing on this match. Great start by KOMPLEKSiii here, leaving only 1 player alive. Dane as the only defender. Dane, he finds 2. He stops this attack for the moment. But 2 players are still pushing for the A side. Dane being here and RPZ coming from above. As the final death blow put onto Dane's head. And it is points number 8 for KOMPLEKSiii. Also reporting from Group F. Seems like Wikot Polska was able to win Polish Derby after both Polish teams from Group F lost 13-0 in the first round. But as I said, first round off in the warm-up, Bokinator. Low shot, Dane. Weak set of trades. Stoilo, he might be found here by 1950. He gets 1. Position should be known, and Stoilo makes sure that this knowledge is not wasted. 3 versus 2, aktrona with the lead. And Satan spamming out RPZ to leave only Ravzo in this round. Because KOMPLEKSiii was getting too far away with that score. aktrona knew that they have to finally put a stop to it. It seems like they might do so. Only Ravzo alive in a difficult clutch. Ravzo hoping to find anything on the side to make this clutch a bit easier, to at least give him a chance to plant. Ravzo, great quick scope here. No one to follow from aktrona's side, so he might actually be able to go for the plant. He still have 1 nade, so he might be able to clean at least 1 position during this fight. 25 seconds on the clock. We do see nade coming from the above. Great bait by Ravzo here, and now he's able to find Stoilo, push him out of his position. It's now 1v1 and Ravzo with 1v3. Oh, what a clutch coming from KOMPLEKSiii's side. We do see that experience coming here with the clutch. And even though that first shot is not fully enough for the kill, he pulls out the pistol to finish the job and to get a beautiful round that aktrona might regret losing later. It is 9-5. The streak from KOMPLEKSiii is still alive, and if aktrona loses points like that, they might not be able to win this match. Since KOMPLEKSiii is building this advantage. Stoilo, great nade, 1950, with no chance to dodge here. But it's still only one player up, and not for long. Ravzo finds Swava. Dane with a great reaction with scope. Not that Ravzo. Let's go with that elimination. Stylo finds Bumble. It's 4 versus 2, but they still have to close this round. Because if they lose second point in a row like that, this might actually be it for aktrona. This point is very much needed from the Axis side. RPZ still waiting. KOMPLEKSiii looking for the options. They know that there's still plenty of time. They might try to bait someone. And Losha finds Stylo alone. It will be a chance for KOMPLEKSiii to still fight this point. Losha on the roofs, moving smoothly. 50 seconds on the clock. RPZ pushing for the spawn, but Dane finding the perfect moment to peek. Making this 1v3 once more. Ravzo did it. Can Losha repeat this success? Nades were still there, first and second. Can't find any kills from this. And now it will be Satan joining his teammates. Satan from the side and Dane finishing the job. Great teamwork here coming from aktrona to not let this clutch happen 2 times in a row, 6-9. But it's still pretty decent lead for KOMPLEKSiii. Dane and Stylo. Fantastic start from aktrona. To go for something more than the singular point. Losha still on the fight, but Stylo making sure that the lead is here. That no one will come through. Stylo once more for the triple. Fantastic game presented by this player. Losha left alone. Best player by far from KOMPLEKSiii's side, stat-wise at least. Losha seeking for that clutch. 3rd round in a row, we do see KOMPLEKSiiii player being stuck in the 1v3. Losha. Hoping to find someone taking rotation to his back. But aktrona is holding on to their positions, waiting for Losha to come by. Losha needs to go for the push. 28 seconds on the clock. Losha, if he can find the first one, it might still give him some chances, but he cannot. And Stylo gets an easy shot straight to his back. 9-7, and Stylo with the quadra. 19-12. Fantastic statistics by aktrona player. Bokinator. Once more entry will go to the Axis side. aktrona starting to come back with the score. Ravzo going to belong. Because that's where he belongs. This is his position. We've seen them doing this fantastic clutch, starting just from the Bumble. Covering any shortcuts taken by aktrona here. But it will be an open fight on the B side. 1950 waiting with that smoke. Bumble finally finding something. Spreading that defense. 1950, great dodge. Low 1 HP from the grenade, but it's still holding in his smoke. Hoping to find some trouble here, but Stylo notices him in time, finding that elimination. It is 4 versus 3. RPZ, Bokinator, lots of frags coming here and there, but Stylo strikes once again. Leaving only Bumble far away from the side, far away from the action. Bumble still fighting, but his position is well known. aktrona will just run away since it's only 1 versus 2. They don't want to risk any 1v1 fights like that. They don't want to give him space for the clutch. And Stylo will come closer to the side. Bokinator still waiting on the roof. Bumble having a really tough time here. He knows where Stylo is, but it doesn't really matter since Stylo will just go for the kill. for another fantastic triple. 9-8, and KOMPLEKSiii losing almost all of their lead. aktrona coming back with still some room to make improvements for that score, with still some room to take an action, to go for the victory, to go for the 2-0 score. Bokinator, great Nate, another entry for aktrona, but Ravzo now with the response in the same player. Dane finds Ravzo. No one can stay alive after those eliminations, but Dane will be the first one to do so because he finds the second kill. Stylo follows with the kill on losha. It's only now Bumble fighting for his life. And seems like it might be another point for aktrona since Bumble is in the 1v4, makes it 1v3. But as much as he could have done, because Faba is here to make it 9-9. aktrona ties the score once more. But last time we've seen that KOMPLEKSiii was able to get on the win streak. Those 4 points that they've gotten there, then would have come in clutch now, making this 13-9. Can they repeat the history? Because Dane already finds the kill with the scope. 1950 eliminated in that battle. And aktrona is starting to feel really, really well on that map. Tujane is looking great. KOMPLEKSiii close on a small amount of terrain right now, and aktrona starting to close them out. Now losha trying to go for the push, but the nade is here. And it's just too precise for losha to dodge Bumble. Finally gets a response for the ally side, but it's still the lead for aktrona. It's still them completely dominating the game. And now Bokinator on this push. This might be crucial, especially that Titan finds one. Stylo with the help. And it seems like KOMPLEKSiii cannot play the game because no matter what they look, no matter how they try, it's still aktrona player being there, already prepared for the kill. Getting that shot after shot after shot, 9-10. aktrona on the lead for the first time since the first round of the match, when they were winning 1-0. And KOMPLEKSiii, feels like this whole match is just running further and further away, with Dane finding yet another entry kill with that scope. Faba, the one to be blown out by losha here. Try and build any space for the attack, try and set up anything to make this push easier for KOMPLEKSiii here. Dane. Waiting with that scope. Can he be any sort of surprise? Coming once for, he saw one of the players on the roof, but RPZ was prepared for this one. Great kill coming from KOMPLEKSiii player, and the A site now is being taken by the allies. Only Bokinator can stop this, as he's the first one to be there, but he is beaten by a Bumble. RPZ with another. So it should be the first point in many rounds coming for KOMPLEKSiii, 10-10, tying the score once more for a very intense ending of this match. Who can come on top last 3 or 4 rounds of this game? Who can top this match? Who can start the group with a 2-0 score? A great chance to set themselves up to advance further into the tournaments. Braves are pushing on the long, dodging those nades. Not many more being in aktrona's disposition here, so seems like KOMPLEKSiii might be free to go here as long as they can find just 1 or 2 eliminations by pushing onto the B side. 2 players holding it, being more dedicated to the spawn here, as Satan is the only one left strictly on the sides. Faba going to join him, but a smoke might be an obstacle here. 1950 waiting with the shotgun. Great nade to push aktrona out of the sides. And now Ravzo tracking down Faba beautifully, leaving only Satan here, requiring any more reaction from players that were set on the spawn. But losha and Ravzo with eliminations. Now 1950 can go for the push, as it's only Satan being left alive in 1v5, and 1950 strikes again, 11-10. Was this the best moment for KOMPLEKSiii to wake up? Was this the best moment for KOMPLEKSiii to turn this match around? Even though that aktrona played so well, that I found such a great win streak. Now it seemed like win was by their side, pushing them towards the victory. KOMPLEKSiii changing the tides here. Important push now coming from Svaba. But he's not able to win that duel with RPZ, so already defense is losing one of their pillars. And Ravzo, another great shot coming in from the ally side. 5 against 3. B side is still being held by 2 players, but Satan already low on HP, already in some trouble. Losha is hunting, Losha is here, and RPZ, Bumble, both with eliminations, only Bokinator here, but they know that he's on the A side. He finds double, but it still lets a lot of space. Bokinator, what a shot! To make this 1v2, he still gives himself a chance, but the bomb will be planted here. He's not in possession of the nade, low on HP right now, but Bumble and Losha will not finish this now. They will join each one another on the side to make it harder for Bokinator to go for the trade. He sees it's so needed, because even if Bokinator gets the kill number 4, it still might not be enough to win the rounds. And KOMPLEKSiii really wants that point number 12. Chiba and Losha waiting for that last Axis player to arrive. Bokinator, can he get such a clutch, such an important one? No, he cannot, as Losha finds the kill and makes it 12-10 for KOMPLEKSiii, giving them 2 chances to stay on the victorious path for the beginning of Group F. $19.50 on the push with the shotgun. He has to be careful since lots of sprays are coming through that smoke, but he's able to survive. Can he find someone here, because Svaba with the first elimination of the rounds. $19.50. Great find on the Satan, but the problem is that Satan still got the kill, and Stoilo found $19.50. It's 3 kills for 1. Aktrona might be coming back to fight for at least a draw from such a intense match on Tujain. But it's still Losha and Ravzo hoping to finish their here ends now. Ravzo couldn't really spot any eliminations. Losha got Stolo to low HP, but Ravzo, 1 with the nade, 2 with the scope, and it's only now Dane staying alive. Fantastic round by Ravzo, but is it enough for the win? The bomb is planted, and it's now Dane versus 2 KOMPLEKSiii players to stay alive, to fight for those points. Losha and Ravzo, such a fantastic performance to make it so good after 2v4, and Losha finds it, 13-10. KOMPLEKSiii winning this match after great resistance. Put out here by Aktrona, still KOMPLEKSiii is able to come out on top, win 13-10. And go for the 2-0 record in the group stage, staying on top of Group F and still being one of the possible candidates for the victory of this group. What a fantastic match here, but many more in front of us. So I'm going to the short break, and I think this time we will be switching to Group E right now. We'll come back with the 3rd round of last 2 groups.